Ducati motorcycles will break you and break your spirits. Let's get into it.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So this video is all about my relationship or my feelings towards Ducati motorcycles. And, well, it's not exactly complimentary, but let me explain. So over the years I've ridden a few Ducatis, some older versions I should say, or older models, and the riding experience has been fantastic. Right, really enjoyed it. A Multistrada, a Panigale, a Hypermotard. There's been some great bikes, and obviously some other ones as well throughout the years. But as an Italian brand, I look at Ducati, and I see fragility, and it's all in my mind. And I often think that they're going to break down, they're going to break me, and they're going to break my spirits. And I just don't know why. Italians have a reputation of building, really exquisite machines. Ferrari, Lamborghini. Well, are they Italian anymore? But you get my point. Style, design. But then it's the engineering that sometimes let them down. In the past, this is, let's say. So again, that's my kind of thinking. I always think, oh, are they going to hold up? Are they going to be able to stand the test of time? You're going to be paying a lot of money for a Ducati, and whilst it's working great, you'll have a best riding experience. But as soon as it breaks down, which it inevitably will, in my mind this is, it's going to cost you a mountain of cash just to get it repaired. Now look at some of the older Ducatis, and they probably still got it now, but they just make some really odd sounds, some clanking sounds when they're changing gear sometime, and you think, crikey, that's not exactly it doesn't sound great, does it? Now, on the racetrack, Ducati have done some great things. Carlos Checa, Loris Capirossi, lots of other racers have done great. Casey Stoner, of course. But then I think Valentino Rossi, and I think, ooh, it didn't do quite well there, did they? Look, they've got racing heritage, there's no problem, and they make fantastic bikes, and some of their bikes are just absolutely insanely fast, and the riding experience is great. And yes, I would love to own a Ducati. I would love to go into a dealership and say, I want that one, I want that one, and I want that one. But I think, if I did, would I go absolutely mad? Would I just break down in tears at the slightest little thing that went wrong? And I don't know if it's just, well, obviously it's just me. Obviously it's just got, this is not a reflection on Ducati at all. It's my own thought process. But I just can't get rid of that notion that they're an Italian brand. There's a bit of fragility there. The engineering, I'm sure, has come on leaps and bounds since those, those earlier models, let's say, where some of them did have a bit of a bad reputation. But then you think, it's a Ducati, and there's lots of fans out there, the Ducatisti, and they're going to be spitting feathers at this video, if they even bother to watch it, of course, and they're saying, he's wrong, he's an arsehole, he's this, he's that. And they're all right, because I suppose it's all in my mind. As I say, this is not a reflection on Ducati, but it's more my perception of them. So many of you watching this and think, crikey, he rides a Harley. I mean, he can talk. You're absolutely right. Again, this is almost like a bias that I have, against Ducati motorcycles, or some of the models, or some of the things that could go wrong with them, and how much you're going to have to pay to get them fixed. And they are expensive machines, and they are expensive, to get fixed, and also to have work done on them as well. And that depends if you've got a Ducati dealer near you. Now, you might live near a Ducati dealer, but you may not, so it really depends as well. Just like most manufacturers, they have service plans as well. But as I say, some are just at a dealership level. I think it's the same for any brand as well, but at a dealership level, they've been wanting, but at a manufacturer level or at a national level, they've been absolutely fine. But Ducati motorcycles, will they break you? Will they break your spirits? Well, They possibly will. They possibly will. There's no doubt they are great riding machines. And they are for the road, I would say. You know, they are to be ridden. They are to be ridden with style, with passion, with flair, with a bit of aggression. But I'm still not convinced they would last the test of time. And perhaps that's what makes them so exciting. That's what makes them so exhilarating, so thrilling. Because you're never quite sure whether you'll start a journey and reach your destination. Maybe. Let us know your thoughts on Ducati motorcycles. Do you agree with me? Is it all in the head, or are they fantastic machines and they've got the reliability to match? Let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. Ta-da!